Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. I am James Cabales, reporter of IR number 5. I'm going to explain how to solve the example 8 desktop hospital infection. A medical investigation claims that the average number of infections per week at a hospital in southwestern Pennsylvania is 16.3. A random sample of 10 weeks had a mean number of 17.7 infections. The sample standard deviation is 1.8. Is there enough evidence to reject the investigation claim at alpha equals 0.05? Assume the variable is normally distributed. Step 1, we need to find our null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. Our null hypothesis is the population mean equals 16.3, and our alternative hypothesis is population mean not equal 16.3. 16.3 is claimed in our first investigation, but our alternative hypothesis in our given question is 16.3 is not equal because the infection can be increased. And for before that, before we proceed our step to the critical value, we need to look what we use in our critical value. We use the total test because of our alternative hypothesis is not equal. And step 2, the critical value. First, we need to use our alpha equals 0.05 and our degree of freedom. For how to find our degree of freedom, we need to use our sample size minus 1 and our in calculate, and the answer is our degree of freedom. Our sample size is 10, that's why minus 1 equals 9. Our degree of freedom is 9, and we need to look our table F. First, we need to look our degree of freedom 9, and in our we use in our confidence interval is total, and our alpha is 0.05, and total means negative and positive. And our critical value is 2.262, and it's correct. Positive 2.262 and negative 2.262. And step 3, our test value. T, which means test value, sample mean minus the population mean, and the sample standard deviation over the square root of the sample size. Our sample mean is 17.7 minus our population mean, or hypothesis population mean is 16.3 over the sample standard deviation is 1.8, and over the square root of the sample size, our sample size is 10, calculate, the answer is 2.462. Step 4, reject the null hypothesis since 2.460 is greater than 2.262. In short, for on my for all my own opinion, it can be rejected if the test value is greater than our critical value. And for determining it, we need to draw our bell-shaped curve. When and we put our critical value both sides because of we use two tail, and our one tail is 0.025 each critical value. Because of our test value is greater than, is rejected, because our not rejected in our middle or center of our bell-shaped curve. If the if the test value is less than the critical value, it can be not rejected, but is greater than is rejected. In our step 5, our conclusion, there enough evidence to reject the claim that average number of infection is 16.3. Before we end our discussion, in our given question show that can be rejected because of average number of infection is not equal to not equal shown our alternative hypothesis, which means the outcome is rejected. And that's all my opinion, and that's all. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for listening for my explanation. Thank you.
And our goal is not in